Is my hands, hold on, I need some damn lotion. I'm back with moisturized hands. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and we're back today with another video. So this video is actually going to be something a little bit different. I basically let everybody know that follows me on Instagram that I was creating my YouTube channel and how it's gonna be about my grad school experience. So I did post a question so since y'all know what's going to come from this channel, what would you guys like to see? I actually got a decent amount of questions. Some of the questions I'm going to use to make separate videos. Some questions I'm using to integrate into other videos. And then I have these questions which I'm going to just designate to this Q&A. So yeah, let's get started. What was that little dance? So yeah, let's get started.
I'm gonna try to cut out me looking down because, okay, look, I was supposed to wear my glasses in this video because I thought it was gonna be cute, but the glare is just not working. So I just took off the glasses and I can't see, so now I have to look at the questions. But whatever, we gonna figure it out.
Okay, so the first question is,
living in an unfamiliar place and
The first question is living in an unfamiliar place and having my own spot. So the person that sent this just wanted to know just a few things about that. I think living in a new place is actually pretty exciting because you get to experience the culture of this new place. I mean, every city, town, neighborhood is really different and distinct. So I've only been here for about a month and a half. Maybe has it been a month and a half? That's a long time. Yeah, I think I've been here a month and some change, so I'm still trying to get the feel of the city. I think it's a cool town. Nevertheless, I'm just excited to see what the city has in store. I haven't really explored it really besides going to happy hour with other grad students because that's what we like to do. But one thing I can say about this place is that when I visited, I thought it was gonna be a super small town feel. Columbia, Missouri, that's where Mizzou is, and really all there is to Columbia is Mizzou and Mizzou students. And what I see here is that it's not that. It's a little it's a small, physically it's a big city, physically. Population size, I mean, it's not Chicago, but it's also I think 200,000 more people than Columbia. So I mean, you still kind of get kind of big city vibe, but you definitely don't get a small town vibe. I mean, I like it so far. So having my own place, I actually don't live alone. I do have 2 other roommates, super cool girls, nothing to complain about. But yeah, I mean, I've had my own place in undergrad, so I mean, it's kind of the same feeling of having your own place in graduate school. Question number 2, or topic number 2. Let's go by that because these aren't really questions. Handling stress in a new environment. I think this is so interesting because now that I'm in the 3rd week of this program, first week was cool, second week was okay, third week was what's up, what's up, girl, what's up, what's to you, it's Thursday, now that I'm recording it, it's Thursday, it's not gonna be up on a Thursday, but school is kicking my butt. Not only do I have my own classes, I have to TA for 2 classes, and I am being trained to be a lab manager for one of the research labs, which means there's a lot of research projects going on that I have to facilitate, and it's a lot. But I can say that I always think of things you have to think about how privileged you are to be complaining about certain things. So yes, I'm busy and I could be stressed sometimes from school, but it's a blessing to be here. It's a blessing to be in school and be in my graduate career and gain all of these skills. So it's like, yes, like I am like getting really stressed, but also I look at it as like, sis, if it wasn't you, then who was gonna do it? Like, what's up? So I got this. But anyway, how I handle stress in a new environment is I have been very conscious of what I allow my time to consist of. I like to start thinking of my like graduate career as a career. So I go in my office, whether I don't have class till 11, 12:30, whatever case may be. I go in the office around 9:30, 10. I leave the office, depending on the day, between 3:30 and 5 o'clock. So, I mean, and it could be later depending on what I have to do. But basically, when I come home, it's about Jayla. It's not about school. It's not about the labs. It's not about my statistics class. It's not about anything else but me. So that's why I make sure when I leave that office that whatever can be done, that isn't done can be done the next day, if that makes sense. But yes, when I walk in this house, I'm chilling, I take a shower, I cook, I eat, hop on YouTube or Netflix or Hulu, and I spend time with myself. Like, that's very important. I feel like in undergrad, it was work. Whether that meant staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning if you had to. I'm not pulling that now. I've been really good with managing my time and managing when things are due. So I got my, what's it called? I got my syllabi for the entire semester. So everything is written down, but I also write down when I'm going to start working on different projects. So I work on things ahead. So if I have a stressful day, I could say, Jayla, that was enough for the day. Go home, take care of yourself. And I don't feel like I have to play catch up. So just allotting time for yourself to spend time with yourself. Like, whew, that scared me. But yeah, just making sure I allot time for myself. Next topic is going to be making time for travel. And this is something that I'm not going to let go of. Like, I'm not going to stop traveling because I'm in school. And I mean, I'm not going to Australia and I'm not going to South Africa. Whether that be I'm going to Nashville, whether that be I'm going to St. Louis or Atlanta, like, I make time to travel. So, I think that has a lot to do with money as well. I'm a very frugal person. I don't live above my means. And when I want to do something, I allot the time and the money to do so. So, for example, I do have to TA on Fridays, but most Fridays I don't have class. So what I've been doing, if I'm going out of town, I leave Friday or I leave early Saturday morning, and I can either start my Mondays at 1 with TAN, or I can start at 11. So depending on how I'm feeling, I may get a flight back early Monday morning. And so, I mean, you make time for what you want to, but also you have to have the resources to do so. So, yeah. The next topic is working while in school. I feel like I could write a book about this. So, let's start with undergrad. So, I don't know if I said this in another video, but like, it was a point in time I was working 3 jobs in undergrad. I mean, you just gotta have that mentality. You just gotta have a go-getter mentality. Like, if you like to make money, you're going to figure it out. But how I used to schedule myself in undergrad is like, let's say I have classes Monday through Thursday. I'll work all Friday. And let's say I'll do Tuesday, Thursday evenings, my homework days. So Monday evenings, Wednesday evenings, and all the Fridays I'm working. And like, that's it. Like, just make sure you're on top of your schedule and your studying so that you can like not feel overwhelmed. Having all of those jobs kind of just became second nature to me. So I mean, that was really it. But as far as grad school, like, I think I said this in another video that I want you to work, and I've thought about picking up another job just because I do have more free time, but the time ain't really free. That's another video. So I've been thinking about picking up like a small little job, but then I had to think about it, and I was like, I really don't want to be that responsible. Like, I don't want to have to go to a certain place on certain days for certain times, and that be my weekly thing. Like, especially now that I'm training to be a lab manager, when things come up, I have to be available. Like, I just have to. So I've been picking up little small gigs. So randomly, I don't know if I can really get a details because I signed some stuff, but whatever. You know how, like, for standardized testing, depending on where you're from, I don't know what it's called, but like in Illinois, we have a thing called the ISAT, which is for I don't know, for not little kids. I think it may be like whatever, standardized testing. So like ISAT, LSAT, GMAT, GRE. You know how the person that reads the instructions, passes out like all of that stuff, and keeps the time and makes sure no one's cheating. I've been able to pick up this random gig, and with the company that I do it with, it's $20 an hour, and you're there from 7:30 in the morning till 4. So, and it's not anything consistent. It's only when there's test dates. It's only when they need you. So it's really one of those things where I can pick it up, or I can say, actually, I can't do that this Saturday because I have prior plans. Like, I'm not committed to another place of employment. So, if you like a flexible schedule, I say, like, try to find out how you can do things like that, how you can nanny, dog sit, just things that you are kind of in control of your time. So that's how I say about working in school. Next topic is balancing my social life, love life, friendships, all while like balancing my career. It's so funny because when I got this question the first time on Instagram, I literally just knew the answer. I just kind of had to figure out how to explain it so that it made sense to everybody. So I really don't balance relationships with, like, while in school. Like, I'm not balancing my friendships, my, like, relationship with my family or anything else, because I just genuinely feel like these relationships come natural to me, so there's no need to balance them. Like, I feel like you have to balance school and work. Those are two things you have to do, not necessarily want to do, may have to do it. You may cause a little, like, more stress than it relieves you from anything. It's not the same thing in my relationship. So my friends know me very well. I know them very well. We know what we need from each other. We also understand that I'm in school and they're working. So, like, I don't have to balance it. Like, when we talk, and the love never changes. As I can say for like a romantic relationship or whatever the case may be, I also don't feel like you should have to balance that either. What I would say to people, if you're like in a high demand type of program or job, whatever the case may be, just make sure you have a partner that understands the importance of what you're doing. So I feel like sometimes people are like, you don't understand what I'm doing. Like, you don't understand. I'm a NASA specialist and you don't understand. Like, I don't feel like your partner should have to understand what you're doing. I don't need my partner to understand what my program entails and what I have to do in class and what my homework look like and all of this stuff. As long as my partner knows that Jayla's in grad school, that's important to Jayla, everything falls in line. It's literally that simple. So I don't feel like I really have to balance those relationships because they come naturally, and there's a mutual respect for what I'm doing and for what the other people on the other side are doing. So, like, I mean, I don't know. This answer may change, but as of right now, I don't feel like I have to balance anything like that. So, yeah. Next topic is going to be finding a place to live in, like, a new state. With the internet, things are really easy. So, depending on how much I was gonna get paid a month, I figured out what was feasible for me and my expenses. So I looked at okay, this is the price range I want to spend on bills. And not bills, I didn't even take into account bills. I did. I looked at, okay, this is how much I'm willing to spend for rent, and then you have to account maybe $200 to $300 more dollars, which is overestimating, which is what I like to do for bills. Putting all this together, I'm able to spend this amount of money on my living things. So with that being said, I don't know if I use Craigslist. I really just was like, apartments in such and such from this price range to this price range. If things are too good to be true, it's probably a bad neighborhood. That's one thing I did learn just from just instinct. Like, it was a super spacious, I think, townhome, 3 floors. Probably just like a 2 or 1 bedroom or 2 floors, something like that. And it was only $500. And I'm like, 1 bedroom, only $500, all this square footage. What does the surrounding neighborhood look like? Because you have to be careful when you are in a new place. So I make sure I look at that. Typically, depending on the school you go to, the closer the neighborhood is to the school, the more safer it is. So I'm walking distance from school. I don't walk though because it's too hot and I'm not starting my day sweaty. But yeah. So, and then I look at what I need. Like, so in like where I stay or where I live, the city that I live in, I guess having washer and dryer units in your apartment is not common. But I'm the type of person, I need a washer and dryer. With my schedule and with just how I like to get down, I don't need to be lugging laundry around the city to try to like wash. Like, so I actually looked up on finding this space because it has a in washer and dryer unit. I have a garage, fenced in, community, like whatever. So how I ended up, because I was looking at other places because I really wanted a 1 bedroom, but I think I could just wait on that and just save up and like really live like lavish in a few years. So I'm just waiting on that. But how I got my place, funny story, is I think like Facebook Market, whatever the place may be. So my 2 current roommates now were on Facebook like, oh, look for a 3rd roommate, pictures of the place, the price, and I was like, yes, like this is the least I've ever paid for rent, and I'm getting the most I've ever gotten. Like, so I mean, I just kind of looked through their Facebook pages just to see what type of people they were. Seemed normal, and I kind of just went with it. This could have been a really bad experience, but it turned out really good, so I'm thankful for that. But yeah, that's how I kind of figured out my new place in this like new state, because I couldn't, like, I'm from Chicago, I live in Texas. I'm not driving 20 something hours to come see an apartment. Like, I kind of had to really depend on the internet. So everything worked out though. Tips on time management and balancing like your work and your social life. Like I said previously, I write everything down in advance. I work in advance. So say for instance, we usually, when we have assignments in grad school, at least for my program and my classes so far, we usually get 2 to 3 weeks to complete those assignments because they are that extensive or they just may be that hard. So when I get my assignments, even if I have 3 weeks to like complete it and turn it in, I start working on it little by little each and every day or every other day, put it in my planner. Like I said, my cutoff time is 5 o'clock. After 5 o'clock, depending on the day, it's all about me. So that's when I'm like, yep, I'm coming with y'all to happy hour. Like, what's up? And you just kind of got to keep it that way. But, like, be disciplined. Like, if you're looking at your planner, you like, sis, happy hour sound real tempting. You have to say no because you are in control of this, and it's no finessing in grad school. I think undergrad is literally how to finesse life. Like, that's what you learn. That's what you should learn because you need those skills. But baby, ain't no finessing. You cannot finesse grad school, so you have to be like, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to catch y'all next Thursday, next Friday, or whatever, because I do have a lot. Because trust me, people who've been in grad school, that's what they gonna tell you. Like, they gonna be like, oh no, I'm sorry, like today don't work, I have so much to do for tomorrow, so I'm gonna sit this one out. Like, be grown, be your own self, have discipline. Last topic is, did I take the GRE or the GMAT? I don't even know what the GMAT is. I did take the GRE, and yeah, the video is already out, so check that out. And if you know anybody really wants an extensive video on like placement testing for graduate school, I can do that. Just, you know, let me know. But yes, that is all for today. Thank you guys for tuning in on this Q&A. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on my next video.